everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
Hi, I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. Different backdrop.
Same house.
Same house. There's going to be a lot of that.
Right.
So we wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who reached out to us, make sure we're doing okay, to express their condolences. In case you're brand new to the channel, we lost our brother just before Thanksgiving. So we are adjusting. And we are okay. As you can see, we're okay.
Still not saying it out loud.
Yeah, none of us are.
But thank you, everybody. I think I have answered everybody, and if I didn't, I'm sorry, I missed you. But on the various social medias, everybody who reached out to us, it meant so much to us. Everybody who sent us an email, cards, just thank you very much.
Thank you.
It meant the world to us. It really did. And my mom too, because she's been sharing in what's going on with us, and she's intrigued that so many of you care.
Also, I want to say a special thank you to Anne-Marie Riley of Whiting, New Jersey, because you called and left us a message about getting your yarn, which was so sweet. It was really, really sweet. We were on our way coming back from the hospital after seeing my brother. This was before he passed, and it was so nice for my mother to hear what some of you think about our yarn.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just so nice. She loves our yarn. She's very proud of us. We're her daughters, and she thinks we are wonderful. But to hear somebody who is not related to us say such nice things about our yarn, and I mean, to have you say such nice things, it made all of us feel so much better in a really low moment. So thank you so much. I know you had no idea that it was going to hit at that point, but thank you, because it was a bright point. And I love that my mother got to hear that about us and what people think. It was so nice for us.
Sometimes our business, she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
So,
but it was really, really nice. So thank you very, very much. And Claire, if there is anybody who likes fruit more than we do, it is my mother. We get it in a direct line from her. So she has been enjoying your gift. Thank you very, very much. So yes. And then we did have somebody send a gift sent to us in the mail that just means so much to us.
Over the last couple of years, we have lost a couple pets.
Okay, so we can get through talking about my brother, because that's not true yet.
In particular, we lost Spike, our dog. And to commemorate him, I found a woman on Etsy who makes these pocket remembrance stones. And I got one each for me and Mary Beth with Spike's name on it. And then later on, because we love them so much, we got one for my mom for her dog, Dickon. And this is what Dickens looks like.
Because unfortunately, my mom lost Dickon 3 months before we lost Spike. So it was a lousy year.
It's been a great couple of years.
Yeah.
I ordered it. It is Inner Art Piece on Etsy, and so I ordered Spike, and then we ordered Dickon, and we didn't think they're wonderful things.
I keep
Spike next to my bed, and sometimes, like when I'm having a really bad time, Spike's in my pocket, so I can just stick my hand in my pocket and rub my stone.
It makes you feel so much better.
It just makes so much comfort.
Yeah.
So then the other day we got a package from Inner Art Piece. Lovely note from Kimberly, the owner, saying that she just wanted, the podcast means so much to her. She doesn't knit, sew, or anything like that, but she just wanted to send us something to commemorate Damien. And she had a relative who would say, bye for now. Whether she was leaving for 5 minutes, she was leaving for a couple weeks. In the end, it was always bye for now, not bye forever, just bye for now. So she sent us these stones, one for each of us.
Kimberly, thank you so, so much. As you can see, it's very, very special. And we haven't even taken them out of the packages yet because we wanted to make sure we had the cards so that we could have the information there. But it's going to go right next to Spike. And when we need it, we'll know exactly where it is.
Okay. I will link her shop down below. I can't recommend it enough. Even before she sent us these gifts, my Spike stone means so much to me. There are times where I think I've lost him.
You go into a full-on panic.
Really, I mean, just
sick to your stomach panic.
Tearing things apart until you find him. It just means that this little stone just means so much. So
if you have lost someone or a pet or something that means that much to you, or if you know somebody that just needs something that is a comforting thing, quick break. This is what life is here now, like now. Anyway, we just, we are in the process of moving to Montclair to live with my mom now. So everything is in, I can't even say a slight case of chaos and upheaval. It is a major case of chaos and upheaval. We have been working very hard to clear the decks on our orders that need to be sent out. We are down to 4. And the only reason we can't send these 4 is because pieces of them are at the other house.
Right. So we're going down this weekend to get everything.
And then the decks will be cleared. Right. There will be nothing to send. I can't tell you how excited we are.
And from now on, with the way things go, there'll be no more pre-orders or anything like that. If it's online, it's ready to ship.
Yes.
As far as dyeing is concerned, that's going to be the biggest piece that we have to figure out. So, now we're doubly serious that we're not dyeing for a little bit.
Right.
There's no place for us to dye here yet. And that's going to be something that's going to take a little bit of time to figure out.
Hi, babe.
Where it's going to happen and how it's going to happen.
Right.
Water sources and
there are all sorts of things
will be needed to
we need to figure out.
But we're making it.
It is
make it work.
Yes, and I mean it's fitting into place. It's just a matter of rearranging some things.
And it's a house that she's been here for over 50 years. So we just need to clear stuff.
We are clearing some areas so that we can bring the business up here.
Yeah.
And she's fine with it. She's actually really excited that rooms that have become storage rooms are now going to be used again, so that it's a good thing. It's a really good thing.
And it's also, she loves being a part.
Yes.
And helping.
So anybody who gets a skein of yarn with a very, very loose band, it was banded by my mother. Treat it with respect.
It's her signature look.
Right. One of the things we did was Dudley has joined us. And Dudley is our cat. Well, you know Dudley is our cat. Anyway, Dudley has joined us here. My mother loves it when she finds him places because Dudley is exploring. So he comes to visit her. The greatest thing you can do is bring a cat into the house.
Right.
Also, we have a registered therapy dog, and Drusilla is doing her job so well.
Yes.
She knows what to do. Every now and then she'll just bark at us like, step back and let me do my job. She knows what she's doing. And then we have the comic relief that we absolutely adore. And but we have set up beds, and we now have one dog at our feet and one dog a little bit over there, and it's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Okay, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
And we're back. It's a new day. It's a new topic. New clothes.
This is life now. Things happen.
We start, we stop, we go back.
Right. And all of a sudden an entire day has passed. Helen has something new that she is adding to her resume. She is now a master plumber. She has fixed 2 running toilets.
Right.
That was part of the problem yesterday. toilet wouldn't stop running, so she fixed it. She fixed 2 of them, as a matter of fact.
Right.
This is an interesting house, let me just tell you.
This is,
Sadly, it does not have any secret passages or hidden rooms. That's the only thing it's
well,
missing.
that we know of.
Yeah. I'm reading a book that my
You
brother...
would think that we would have found them by now. We grew up here.
I know. I'm reading a book that my brother gave me. It's under Lock and Skeleton Key by Gigi Pandian. It's probably going to be a low 3. There's a lot of extra stuff in there that doesn't need to be. However, she lives in a house that has tons of secret passages and hidden rooms, and I really want one.
I really resent that you don't have one.
I do. I really do. When my parents had work done on the house about 25, 30 years ago, I begged them to put a secret passage in, and they wouldn't. They couldn't. It wasn't that they wouldn't, because if my mother possibly could have, she would
Right.
have. It was just that the makeup of the house didn't allow for it.
Yeah, changing the structure of the house. However, we do have a cupboard under the stairs.
Yes, we do. And
We live in an old ruin. Well, now we live in an old ruin. We grew up in an old ruin, and we were full circle.
Yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful house that's probably close to 200 years old.
Right.
So it's just, yeah, it's cool.
And it has all its little quirks, but then it has also things like that would work.
Yeah.
Just all over the place. So it's
Right. And I mean, that leads to a butler's pantry, and there used to be buttons on the floor under the dining room table.
I still reach for them when I stretch out my legs.
Yeah, there were buttons that you would press to let the servants know it was time to bring the next course.
We never had the servant. We were the servants.
Yeah.
It's just
There was a reason my mother had children. Anyway, on to other things. Okay, so this past weekend, this past weekend, we did a trunk show at Balzac Fiber Company I think it's Balzac and Company in Ocean Grove. This is the coolest store. It really is. It kind of fits in with this whole thing, because when you walk in, it looks kind of small, but then there's a room attached to the front room, and then there's another room behind that, and then there's a little corridor that leads off, and then there are more rooms on the other side. It's like a little warren, but it's so cool. And they have done it. Russell has turned this into such a beautiful place. He's got chandeliers that hang down. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So if you're one of those people that goes on vacation and finds a yarn store to go to when you go on vacation, if you're ever in New Jersey, find Balzac Company, because it's so pretty.
Mary Beth went on her own. It was still just a couple days after my brother, so I stayed here with the dogs and my mom, so I didn't get to see it, but we will put it on the list for someplace for us both to go.
It's really, really nice, and they are wonderful down there. Anyway, thank you so much to anybody who came to visit and see me.
Yeah. Ocean Grove is a great little town all on its own too.
Do they know how to do Christmas?
Oh really? Was it done up nicely?
I didn't see too much, but
Okay.
I remember when we went down to see the Three Tenors. Or no, it wasn't the Three Tenors. It was just Ronan.
Oh right, yes, okay.
We took my dad. What's his last name? Ronan
Tynan.
Tynan. Okay, we went to see Ronan Tynan at the church there. We took my dad for his birthday, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful. So it's a nice place. Really nice.
I saw today that total non sequitur. Anybody who's in Montclair, the parking is now free on the street. They booted up all the parking meters today.
Oh, did they really?
Yep.
Is it for the holiday season?
Yeah, it's to
Cool.
encourage people to come shop in Montclair. It's the street parking only. It's not the lots or the parking garages. So if you're doing it, park on the street.
Okay.
A
Montclair
little plug
is
for Montclair.
Montclair is another gorgeous, gorgeous place.
We will have to take the dogs strolling
Yes.
down.
They have great little shops and interesting houses. I mean, the architecture here is just stunning, absolutely stunning. I love Montclair. So it's not. There are parts of the move that are not too bad.
Right.
Walking is one of them. Also, we're getting walking in,
Yeah.
so that's good. All right. This seems to be kind of discombobulated. However, it's kind of the way it is.
They're used to it by now.
Right.
So with Balzac, that was our last show of the year. And we've counted in all the yarn from all the leftover yarn from all the pre-orders, leftover yarn from all the shows and all our collections. And there is a huge shop update now live on the, of all places, the shop. But there's a little bit of everything there. Variegated tonals, old colors, new colors. There's limited quantities of everything because they are remainders from either, we had to dye a pot of 4, but only 3 had been spoken for, so we had 1 skein extra. Or just leftovers from a year's worth of collections.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of yarn on the site. So
go shop.
Yeah, have at it.
Right. I know that there's quite a bit of Moonstone.
Right.
There's a lot of Alice.
Yeah.
I don't know why we have so much Alice, but we have a lot of Alice.
But I mean, I was going through, there's like some of my favorites, Beach Balls, A Day at the Beach.
Do you think she's a wildflower?
Right.
Very Merry on Birthday.
Lewis and His Trumpet was there.
Yeah. Voodoo's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got something new that we're going to do. We have a couple of skeins that we don't have pictures for. So we thought, let's do mystery date with this skein of yarn.
And some of them are also things that we tried that never actually even got named because they never made it to the rotation. They're still pretty, but they weren't what we needed at that particular time. So yeah, we just have some random skeins that we've decided to do mystery date with yarn.
So what you're going to do is if you pick that, we will send you a mystery skein of yarn.
Right.
Like it's kind of in the title. But you won't know what you're going to get. We won't know what we're sending you until we reach in and grab it. You know it's going to be gorgeous because it's toad hollow yarn. So it's just going to be something,
a surprise,
which is really kind of nice.
Yeah. And, at this time of year, buy yourself a little surprise. You get to open it. We'll wrap it like a present and you just get to open it. It's a present from the toads.
There you go.
But and if you buy more than one skein, we'll assume that you're planning to use them together. So we'll make sure that they coordinate with each other. So that like if you're doing like a 3 skein shawl, we'll make sure that they work together. That kind of thing.
Right.
So,
but you'll get something fun and different.
Right.
And it'll just be a complete surprise when you open it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Surprises are fun. It's kind of like us when we order things and I forget that we've ordered it and then it comes. I'm like, oh, look, we got a present. This is so exciting.
It just happened the other day.
Yeah.
We got something delivered from Amazon. We're like, what did we do? What did we order?
Couldn't remember what it was.
It was so disappointing.
It was the blue bags that we used to tote the yarn back and forth. We got a whole bunch of them to bring the fabric up. It really was very utilitarian and boring.
And I knew it was going to be because I knew we hadn't ordered anything like spectacular from Amazon. But it was just, you always have that. Did somebody send me a present?
There's always that little frisson of excitement. So anyway, yes. So if you would like to get a mystery package delivered to you, pick the mystery yarn.
Right.
All right. So I think that is it with the update, right?
Yeah. So just a ton of yarn, mystery skeins, and then in about a week or so, we have one more color that we are releasing for the year. It's a new color. And that will be it for this year. So
that is already dyed and ready to go. So set quantities of that. But I've started knitting in it to show you what it's going to look like. And
pretty.
So gorgeous. Also, there is one more Agatha Christie for the year.
Right.
This is the last one. And then that will be done. So
and I am dyeing them. I'm going down to I don't even know what to call home anymore. Anyway, I'm going to dye them this weekend, and so there will be limited quantities. So if you want to make sure that you get it when you get your invoice, make sure you pay it quickly because there will only be a certain amount. are allotting for, slightly more than we sold last month, so there should be plenty.
Yeah.
But just to be sure.
We are right now, the dyeing is taking part in South Jersey, so we are planning that into our schedule, but only one of us is doing it at a time, so it's small batches.
Right.
Excuse me.
And with it being the month that it is, as we get closer, more into December, then time goes away.
Yeah, because we have things like
Very important things happening this month.
somebody's birthday is on the 16th, so and there's going to be a big deal made. Also, we have 2 gotcha days in December. We have one on the 18th, which is Mr. Hugo, and then Miss Drusilla joined us on the 26th.
Yeah.
So we have 2 gotcha days to celebrate too. There's lots to do.
I should be a dog. You get 2 days. You get your birthday, you get your gotcha day. You get 365 days because I give these dogs everything they want.
Yes.
Come back as one of my dogs.
All right. Shall we show some work?
Yeah.
So show some knitting. Would you like to go first or shall I?
Oh, sure. I'll go first.
Okay.
I have been plugging away at, we haven't gotten a lot done over the last bit, but I've been plugging away at my Red Riding Hood cowl, and I am to the stage where I hate it and I want it done. I hit the stage with any project that I work on. It's just, I'm bored with you. I want to start something new, but I think I have 10 rows of color work left and then the ribbing. So I will not allow myself to put it down even for a night, because once I put it down, then I won't pick it back up again for a while. But here we go. So we start with the forest in grandmother's house. And we have the wolf. And then we've got Red Riding Hood. And now I'm working on the picnic basket. So that's what this section is. And I'm just finishing up the handle, and I think I have less than 10 rows left. And then it's just this little bit of ribbing and she'd be done. It is gorgeous. And when I say I hate it, I'm bored working on it, I adore the finished product.
It's so beautiful, and the colors are perfect.
Right.
Absolutely perfect. I adore how Snow Day looks for the wolf, because it's gray with blue overtones.
Right.
It's just so beautiful. So you used, this is Holiday Makes, that's the green. Flannel Pajamas is the dark red, and then Snow Day is the wolf.
I'm almost positive we have Makes and Snow Day. We have plenty of those in DK. I'm not sure.
We do have some.
We have a couple of Flannel Pajamas in DK. So the design is by Tannish Gray. It's a Red Riding Hood cowl. And really, it was fun to knit. It's just part of it too is where my brain is right now. This is almost too much work.
Right.
Just having to follow the chart and that kind of thing. So, but I'm so glad I persevered, because I know that once I put it down, it wouldn't have been picked up again for a while.
It is so beautiful.
It is. And it's just amazing what these charts can do.
I know.
So
That is
my
really,
Red
really
Riding Hood
gorgeous.
cowl. It's also going to be huge.
It is. It's going to be very, very tall.
Very warm
Yes.
for my cold, windy walks.
There you go. You're going to be so stylish when you
my
go to the
dog.
ballpark, to the
To
dog park.
yeah.
I am continuing to work on my shaved ice sweater. I have don't think I've shown you. Did I show you that I finished the sleeves? I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Okay, so I finished the sleeves. I picked them up, and I had, the original one had the sleeve ending here, where the green turns to yellow. That was the sleeve. It was just ribbing. I took that out and added in a sleeve, a short sleeve, because I did not like the way it looked on me with just the cap. So I have done that. Then I was going to take out the ribbing on the bottom and just add another section to the pattern on the bottom, but it was a mixture of what was going on and trying to get the ribbing out. I could not get it to come out properly.
And then
it kept getting
the
knotted.
pattern was like it's all knit two togethers, right? And
Yeah,
you were
it's a
saying
yarn
just
over
not
and
an
knit two
easy
together. Oh, so
thing to rip out.
So what I finally wound up doing was I went to the end of the, actually I went to the middle of the blended section, because what you do is you do a section in one color and then you do 3 or 4 rows where you alternate this color and then the next color, so you've got kind of a fading into it section. I went to the middle of that. I took a needle, I put a lifeline in so that I could see that it was straight, because at first I tried to do it with the needles and I was going between rows because I couldn't see exactly where the knitting needle was going. So what I did was I took a darning needle with yarn and put a lifeline in and then cut the bottom of the sweater off. I literally cut it off and then took off all the little strands. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. I was in tears for part of it because I couldn't believe I was doing it, and it was just the timing and everything. It was not probably the best time
to decide to.
However, it was what I had with me to do, and I needed to do something.
I have to tell you, there's nothing so comforting as sitting and knitting.
Yeah.
Especially when you're sitting and knitting with 2 other people sitting and knitting, and you all understand that that's what you can do right now.
Right.
So
I got it to work. So what I did was I took it out and I'm starting this bottom section over again, and I will do twice the length of it and then add ribbing at the bottom of that. So that is where I am right now. I adore this sweater. I love the look of it. I love the colors.
It's worth every tear.
Yes.
To get it right.
Because this collection together, this is all the Enchanted Forest collection, and together they are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I sold quite a few skeins of yarn at Balzac because I had this out on the table and people could see what it looks like.
So we have Thorny Bushes, the Guardian of the Forest, Magic Mushrooms, and the Ents.
And that's where it is.
And all of them, there's at least 1 skein of each.
Yeah. This is Shaved Ice. It is in the tweed fingering. I do not think we have the tweed fingering in all the different colors, but doing it in the straight color work will be beautiful as well. It is by Casapinka. I am going to finish a Casapinka sweater. But each section, each color is a different knitting section. So you're doing different patterns in them. It's gorgeous. It really is. It's a wonderful pattern. It's a lovely, lovely collection. So if you want to do a short sleeve sweater in fingering, this is a good one to do. I really, really enjoyed it. Just keep in mind that if you are built like I am with curves and that kind of thing, remember to measure where you want it to hit and add extras to the sections so that you don't wind up having to take things out like I did.
And the sleeves, if you want some kind of sleeve.
I was talking to several people and they were saying that they thought that they'd make it a 3/4 sleeve or a long sleeve. And you can do that because we're knitters. We know how to do these things. So, yes. So recommend this pattern very much. I love it. That is what I'm working on.
Okay.
And then I am working on a project in the new color so I can show you. And my mother has had a wonderful time winding balls of yarn for me. I have like a line of the balls of yarn.
I can't wait until we bring up the cake winder.
Yeah.
Because I figured then we'll just offer ball winding services because she just loves winding yarn. And you just set her up cranking.
Yeah. All right. So that is where I am. We are going to have podcasts coming up soon that are winding up books for the year because we had a slate of really good books towards the end.
And I have been inhaling audiobooks recently. And
a lot of driving back and forth means that you get to listen to good books.
Also walking.
Yes.
Lots of no yard here, so the Huguenator needs to be walked quite a bit. So we get a lot of reading in that way. I had quite a few good ones. I had one terrible one, but not really good ones.
No, it's been, I have got some really, really good ones to share. So we have that coming up as well. So look for that in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And as we said, I think in the beginning, we are going to be coming back to podcasting. We're just not sure how.
We're going to try and get it back to the twice a week, but we just have to figure out timing and, it may be like today.
Right.
It comes in stages.
And it may not come on Friday. It may come on Saturday. It all depends. Everything's fluid here. There are a lot of plot twists in our lives right now. We hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Go forth and create.
And we will see you at some point next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep, we're not done yet.
We're back.
We're back yet again. In our, this new way of doing things, obviously we forget things. And we had a super, super important announcement to make. We just forgot about it, which is terrible.
Yes. So the giveaway that we ran, where all of your entries were donations to the American Cancer Society, we chose a winner. The package has been mailed. And the winner is
Amory Shimazato. I hope I didn't totally butcher your last name. The package is on its way to you.
Google has chosen you as a random number generator. So
congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for making the donation. And we donated a ton of money to the American Cancer Association. Do you know how much it was?
It was just under $1,000.
So thank you so very much. And
thank you to the anonymous donor.
Yes.
Of the package. It's an awesome package.
It really is. It's an absolutely beautiful package. Amory, it went out, I believe, yesterday. So you will be getting it hopefully within the next few days. You are going to get a lovely, lovely Christmas surprise.
Yes.
All right. So I think that really is it.
Yeah.
That's all we need to do. And we will see you guys next week.
Have a great weekend.
All right. Bye.